Yo, my name is Ellie Deathmachine. Some people call me P.F. Duke. Some people call me Ellie Agard. And I'm here today to show you how to use FL Studio, and hopefully I can get you on your way to making your first song on FL Studio. FL Studio is free. You can go to their website. I'll link it below. The trial version is free, but that works just fine. You just can't save projects, which kind of sucks a lot, but you can crack it or you can spend your money and buy it. I can't tell you guys how to crack it, um, but I can tell you how to use it. So if you really want to start off, you can just start off with the trial mode. So you guys let me know how you like this tutorial. So I think I'm just going to start off and start telling you guys how to use it. So why don't we just hop into it, guys, and yeah. So this is what FL Studio is going to look like when you first open it. Up here is this. You can drag across your song once you actually start adding elements to your song. Right there, where you can see my cursor, is the pattern view, and this is the song view. The patterns, you can double click on this. You can see are like, you can add instruments, and I will show you how to do that. But first, I'll just give you a layout of FL Studio. That's the pattern editor. This is what it's look like, what it looks like. Up here, you can click on it. You can also double click on any pattern to edit that pattern. Right here, you can scroll through your patterns or make new patterns by pressing this plus sign. This is the grid thing. For me on my computer, it doesn't work. But I just say when you're starting off, keep it on cell till you know how to use other steps, because sometimes it can mess it up when you're lining up clips if you're at a lower step rate like count. But do use it if you want to have like, I think for half step you can look at 30-second notes, which are pretty fast, and a fourth step might be 64th notes, which is pretty fast. But in the basic pattern editor, you can use 16th notes, 8th notes, triplets. Actually, you have to change this. If you guys want to use triplets, go to 1/3 beat. But I'm guessing most people aren't going to be wanting to do that just yet. Right here is your tempo. You can change this. Higher is faster, lower is slower. This is recording. It can be used for recording anything. If you right click on it, you can see which ones you could record. You just click them if you want to record it, and click it if you don't want to record it. We're not going to be worrying about recording because I just want to show you how to use some of the synthesizers on here and all that. So I think before further ado, I'm going to show you some of the synthesizers. So for me over here, I just have my browser on the left side of the screen, and this is going to be kind of your hub for looking for things to put in your project to use. So it's like your toolbox in a way. You can go to the browser/plugin picker. You can open it and close it with this button right here on the right side of the screen. And yeah, it's organized like this, which could be confusing just at first, like plugin database. What does this all mean? But it's not as simple. I mean, it's not as complicated as it looks. It really isn't. It's just kind of like going through Microsoft File Explorer, but in FL Studio. So let's say you want to use a synthesizer that FL Studio already has, because it has a lot of synthesizers already in it. You'd press plugin database, you'd click generators, and then click one of these. So there's drum synthesizers, classic synthesizers, special synthesizers. Stick with these three. The rest of these, I don't even know what they do. Like, I don't even use that. If you want to sample, go down drum. There's Fruity Slicer and also slicex, which in my opinion work pretty great for most of your sampling needs. I also haven't tried the other ones. Okay, synth classic. So let's just start off with this. Basically, this is 3x oscillator. It's just the most basic synthesizer possible. You grab it, click it, and then hold, while you're clicking it, like hold down and drag it over to the main area when it's empty, and then let go. And it will load up, and then it's right here. If you don't feel like you want to sequence the notes in a pattern, you can also press this button, type in keyboard to piano keyboard, and you can play the sounds just with your fingers on your keyboard. So if you know how to do that, you can do that, and you can record it with this. Just make sure notes is selected, and yeah, go at it. But I will show you guys how to use the sequencer. So I'm going to drag pattern 1 onto the main clip, and I'm going to just put it in track 1 because you have multiple tracks, and then I want to make it 16 bars. So it goes all the way over here. Pulling up pattern 1. Gonna bring it all the way over here, and then this represents a piano, and each half step, it's notes. If you don't know how music theory works, it's okay. It really doesn't matter that much. But you do need to make sure there's nothing you need to make sure of. It's for you to experiment with. This sound is okay, but we're just gonna rock with it. So this is C. This is right in the middle. And yeah, I guess I'll start on that note. If you want to make evil sounding music, this is just a tip that I personally have used. Just skip, use this, go up one, skip this one, these two, skip this one, these two, skip this one, these two, skip this one, those two. So then you have this, just use these notes. And then you can do that same pattern all around. That makes it sound evil. It makes it sound pretty cool. It can get pretty repetitive, but if you're just learning, it won't get repetitive, and it will actually be really fun, and you can make some evil stuff. But that was just to show you guys. There's also, here, I'll show you a little bit of music theory. There's also the major scale, which you can use to make happy sounding music. Just for C, it's just all the notes that aren't black. And it's pretty happy. If you want to make just normal sounding, like happy music, I mean, not even happy, but it has its own sound. And if you want that sound, you can just use these notes. You can add some more for an accent. It's up to you. And then I'll show you the minor scale, finally. So it is the same thing except for E with E flat, so the E is flattened, A flat, so the A is flattened, and B flat, so the B is flattened. Sounds like this. And that's a little more interesting, so I think we're going to rock with that today. So let's say I want to make like a techno beat. This is 1/4 of the measure. As you can see, it says 1, 2, 3. It's kind of like the measures. Then you can use this to scroll out. Pretty cool. So let's just start with a basic beat. So this, as you can see, these are 16th notes if you are doing the normal cell one. So I'll just do so that's just a little basic rhythm. And you can go pretty cool. It falls into the diminished scale too. So it kind of sounds a little nice, interesting. It's just kind of weird. This is a rhythm that you might want to put in your toolbox. Just think about it. This one right here, where it's like dot 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 dot. Just a nice one. It's kind of spaced out like that. It's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Just think about 1 being the start of every note. And then if you want to repeat what you have just done, this red, you can click on it and it will play what you're going to play while listening in the pattern selector. If you do left click, I don't really use it that often because I would like to listen to my whole patterns. But if you just want to listen to a certain part of your pattern, then use it. And because sometimes it gets a little frustrating. But on the track, let's say you just want to listen to this over and over. You can trim it, make the pattern this short, then use paint tool or pencil tool, which you can select these, to click on it, and then you can add it a bunch of times. So now you got this rhythm over and over and over. Because if you really like that rhythm, well, use it, dude. And you can add this pattern on top of it if you really wanted to, and make like a different line to go against it. And it kind of starts creating layers. Let's listen to this. Like, that's pretty cool. We can make that happen every 4 measures or so. You know, it sounds a little interesting. It's basic. But you know, there's a little bit of a vibe there, and that's what we're looking for. We're just looking for vibes. Guys, if you want to make music, it really doesn't matter how it sounds. It just matters how much you like it. If you think it sucks, then you gotta keep working. Maybe you'll make music that you like. If you really like it and you think other people aren't gonna like it, well, who cares about what the other people think? If you like it, then it's good. There you go. And if you're having fun with it, then there you go. That's what it's about. I'm gonna turn tempo down to 98. And now I'll show you how to import samples from your computer in FL Studio if you want sounds from other things. So let's pull up my Microsoft File Explorer, and I'm going to go to Downloads, and I got some crazy files here. Don't look at them. But I have this one here. And what you can do, if you have File Explorer open and you have FL Studio open, you can just drag it right onto the track and it will put itself in there. But if you don't want to do that, you can also add, I'm pretty sure you can add it on there. Yeah, audio clip, miscellaneous audio clip. You can press that, and then it's going to pull this up. Then if you want to add your audio clip, click this button, the file picture, and then it's going to pull up your files, and you can scroll through your computer and find which file you want to use. This right here, when you pull up the audio clip editor, this just shows you what track this is on at the mixer. So I'm just going to put it on track 1. Then if you press this button, look what happens. And stuff. So that's just something. If you pull up this is the channel rack. So it's just looking at your different channels. It has a tiny little stupid sequencer that doesn't really do that much. But as you can see, if you go to unsorted, it will come up with your instruments. There's our synthesizer. Just remember what they're called. Then I'm going to put that, just scroll up, channel 2. So now they're in different channels, and I can put effects on them and all that, but that's for you guys to look at later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in all the way onto the sample and just trim it to right where it starts. So if you zoom in all the way on cell mode, like 100%, you can do micro steps instead of actual cells, like little bits. So I'm going to trim it to right when the audio file starts. I already knew that this sample was at 98 BPM, but make sure your sample has the same BPM as whatever your tempo is, or change your tempo to what the BPM of the sample is. But if you really don't want to do that, you can find a section of your sample or the whole thing. I don't really do that much, but find a section, and then you can use this tool, the slice tool. You can chop it up like that. It turns it into 2 different ones. Let's say you want this. This is your whole section, but it's longer. You can press this, press make unique as sample. And then let's say once you did that, you wanted it to be longer or shorter. You just adjust this until it fits into your bars. It's kind of finicky, and it will definitely take time to get used to, but it's not that hard to figure out. So let's listen to how this sounds now that I added this little drum sample. And then you just can keep expanding. I mean, you guys you guys so many synthesizers you can use. Some of these cost money, even if you bought it. Some of these, when you buy it, you get it, but some of these, when you buy it, you don't have it. But if you're on the trial version, doesn't matter. You can use literally any of these synths. Some of them stop making sound for like 30 seconds at a time. Just work around that. It's petty, but it is what it is. Packs. I'll just show you a few more things before I end this video. Packs right here. You can do drum like samples, little one-shot drum samples on a one-shot is basically just imagine hitting a drum once. That'd be the one-shot, you know. So it's just like one sound. But I'm pretty sure in here they have loops. Yeah, right here is loops. So if you don't want to download drum loops and want to use the FL Studio drum loops, well, they got a bunch right here that you can take, grab it in, and the FL Studio ones automatically sync up to your tempo, so you don't need to worry about it. They're not that good though. I'd say use like the Amen Breaker or something cool. Find your own. If you actually think these are cool, then use them. You know, it's up to you. Yeah, you can do that with any of these. There's SFX, so if I want to add like, I don't know, big reverse, if I want to add a transition for some dramatic effect, you can, I don't know, I'd probably add it right here, right before it drops. If I want it to be just as long or longer, I like to use the time one. I just kind of have an OCD thing where I don't like it if it sticks out of the bars too much, like the lines. So I like to be perfectly within the lines. So so yeah, and one more thing before I'm done. I just want to show you guys how to use distortion or add some basic effects. If you right click one of these channels, it solos them. So let's just solo this one. This is a drum. Let's say you want to add, it already has a lot of effects, but let's say you want to add fast distortion, just make it even more distorted. You can add it. So let's listen. And then these are the parameters of distortion. It's kind of like if you've ever used a pedal, like a guitar pedal, it's like that pretty much for plugins. It's just little knobs that you tweak and they make the sound different. And then if you're newer, you can use the presets for already pre-made uses for those plugins. So it's up to you guys. You can find your ways. Honestly, I don't really like this type of distortion sometimes on drum loops. I feel like it makes it less distorted and more just loud. You can use a bit crusher too, but basically if you see how I'm doing this, there's a plugin list. You just got to click on the slot, then boom, plugins on plugins. Look at all these things. And a lot of these you're gonna have no idea what they mean, and I can't really explain to you what all of them mean. I mean, reverb and delay, I guess that makes it sound kind of weird. That's pretty much for all of them. They make it sound weird, but it's for you to try them out and see which ones you like. I want to add delay on this. Let's see how it sounds. You can get pretty far by using effects. It can really enhance your music, really add new flavor. This synth, not very interesting sound, I guess. It works. It works, but it doesn't have flavor. Effects, they can add a flavor. So I want to add cathedral. And I think I also feel like I want to add a phaser. Phasers make it sound weird. You can press Control and then down arrow. After I use Control A to select every single note on the grid. You can press Control and then down arrow to move it down an octave. Well, that was my tutorial for today because I personally have to go eat dinner. But I love you guys. Just let me know what your questions are, and of course I'm gonna make more tutorials for you guys. You guys are just gonna have to wait. Because I also like to make music, and honestly, I like making music more than I like telling people how to make music. So I like to do this because I want to see more people make music. But me personally, I guess my main priority is music. Make my own music. But I mean, guys, let me know if you have questions. I would never refuse to ask a question. Literally any question at all. I'll help you with it. Just let me know. My email is elliedeathmachine@gmail.com. My Instagram is @elliedeathmachine. Just shoot me a DM. I think it's open for everybody, but if it's not, I'm going to check right now, and I'll make sure it is. Leave a comment on my post. Just find a way to read. You can email me. You can do anything. Comment on this video if you will. Just, if you need help, I am available to help you sometimes. Most of the time. But I do want to help you, and I will try to help you. I just have my own schedule and whatnot. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you so much.